So just beginning, lying on your back with the feet to the corners of the mat, hands down by your side, palms faced up. You can try and wiggle your shoulder blades a little bit closer towards your tailbone. Maybe give the head a little shake from side to side. Just free up the neck. And then let your eyes close. Come into stillness. Let your jaw relax. Notice how the whole back of your body feels pressing into the mat. And then bring your awareness to the whole front side of your body. Just bring your awareness to your breathing. So you might feel the air float in and out through your nose. And then follow the breath through the nose. Feel your belly inflate. As your belly deflates, the breath comes out of the nose into the space around you. So bringing all your awareness and all your attention just onto that simple process. Slowing your breathing down as much as you can. And the more awareness we have on our breathing, the more we can let go of things that are going on in your lives, or in the world. And just take a rest from all of that. Focus on yourself. And the breath is your guide within. Just try and lengthen the inhales to at least 5 slow counts. At the top of each inhale and the bottom of each exhale, try and add in at least a 2 or 3 count pause. Imagine the breath in, helping you to bring in lightness, positivity, energy. And with the breath out, you're taking away any negativity, any heaviness, or anything that's not helping you this week. So 5 counts to breathe in, 2 or 3 counts to pause, 5 counts to breathe out, 2 or 3 counts, pausing with the breath out. Just notice if anything starts to change. While you breathe, just scan your body for any tension, any tightness. Just let it go. Let the earth support you completely. I'm going to keep that breathing pattern throughout the class today. It's going to help lull you into a relaxed place within each pose. So you might forget to breathe or to mindfully breathe. So I'll keep reminding you as we move through the class. Just let your head fall to the right side. Without picking the head up, just let it fall to the right side. Try not to hold on to any muscles here. Just let the head rest to the right side. Still with that nice rhythm with the breath, helping you to relax in this shape. to play with pressing your left shoulder blade into the mat and then pushing the right side of the head into the mat. Adding that little intention, that little resistance. And keep everything just as it is, but relax all the muscles. So no tension. We try that one more time, pressing the back of the left shoulder blade into the mat and squeezing the right side of the head into the mat. And then just relax and release. Swing your head back up to the center. Notice if that feels different. And then let the left ear fall to the floor. And let your head just rest, just relax. No muscles working. You'll be surprised how much gravity helps you to stretch your neck or to stretch your body. We'll add a bit of resistance. So work on pressing your right shoulder blade into the mat and pushing the left side of the head into the mat. Feeling that space arrive. And then keeping everything as it is, just relax. I'll try it one more time, pressing the back of your right shoulder blade into the mat and the side of the head into the mat. Feel the space increase. And then just relax and release. No muscles working now, just a nice heavy head. All right, swinging the head back to the center. Now without picking the head up, just let it sway from side to side. What is it that you can feel? Has that helped? Just always checking in with whatever's going on, whatever you're feeling. Keeping the head still now. Take your arms up and over your head and feel the backs of the hands onto the floor. Feel your shoulder blades pressing into the mat. And your elbows might be lifted, that's all right. You could put the hands, a block underneath the hands if you wanted to. But from here, as you breathe out, press the hands into the floor, press the arms towards the floor and squeeze your shoulder blades into the mat. Keep everything else soft. And then just relax and release. And again, so the elbows are slightly bent, backs of the hands pressing into the floor. Feel that tension as you squeeze your shoulder blades and arms, backs of the hands into the mat. Try and relax your jaw, relax your neck. And then relax and release. So now last time. Press the backs of the hands towards the floor. Feel the backs of the arms, or the sides of the arms, the shoulder blades. And then just relax and release. Good. Bringing the hands down. So your elbows are in line with your shoulders now, and the backs of the hands are pressing into the floor. Yeah. So imagine you've got this 90-degree shape with your arms. Bring your hands into a little fist. And then lift your hands up so they come pointing up towards the sky, but feel the backs of the arms pressing into the mat. And then lower the knuckles below the elbows. And you're rotating the arms in the shoulder joints. Lifting the arms or hands back up. Squeeze the elbows into the floor. And then take the hands behind you. Feel the backs of the hands press into the mat. Try that a few times, lifting the hands up. Elbows stay rooted into the floor. And then rotate the shoulders. Try and press the knuckles below the elbows on the mat. Last few times, lift the arms, the hands up, elbows into the mat. Feel the backs of the hands press into the floor, up by your head there. And then bring the hands back up. And now see if you can actually press the knuckles down onto the mat now, right below your elbows. See how the shoulders rotate. Good. And then just release, turn your palms faced up. Wrap your shoulders down the back, rest the backs of the arms on the floor, and relax your fingers. Can you squeeze your shoulder blades together a bit more? Take a breath in, and a breath out. So now start to move your toes. You can rotate the toes inwards and rotate the toes outwards, and just see how that affects the hips. Yeah, so the toes drawing in between the legs and then drawing outwards. How do those legs move within the hips? Now from here, let's bend the knees and press the feet flat onto the floor. Hands flat down onto the mat, breath in. As you breathe out, squeeze the belly button back towards the mat and then lift the hips up to the sky. Press through both feet as the hips lift up, and then slowly lower the spine down. I'm going to try that 3 more times. So as you exhale, you push the hips up, follow the journey of the spine, seeing how the weight feels in the upper back, and then lowering the spine down. 2 more times, just in your own rhythm, exploring your spine, exploring your hamstrings, exploring your glutes. Enjoying the journey. You've still got that breathing pattern. So once you've pushed the hips up, there's that little pause. And as you lower the spine down, there's the pause at the bottom of the exhale. Bring the thighs into the chest and wrap the arms over the tops of the shins. That's it. And then you can take a little rock from side to side. Just feel now the muscles there either side the spine. Can you try and flatten the back a little bit more? And imagine now, with every exhale, you're going to press the tailbone into the mat a little bit more. And then relax and release. Okay, so see if you can find that. As you exhale, try and press the tailbone into the mat. You're lengthening your spine a little bit more. And then just relax and release. It's a small movement. Last time, try and press the tailbone down into the mat as you squeeze your thighs into the chest. And then just relax and release. Okay, we'll place both feet flat down onto the mat. Have your left hand on the top of the left hip, right hand on the floor somewhere, and bring your right thigh into your chest. Start to take the right knee out towards the right side. Go around in a big circle and bring the knee back into the center and then in towards the chest. Okay, go in that circle a few times. Notice how the leg rotates within the hip. Is there any blockages? Is there a different journey that you can take that will free up that blockage? Or maybe you can just breathe a little bit deeper. Take the circle the other way. You're mindful not to let the back of that left hip lift up. So all the work is coming from this right hip. Keep the right thigh into the chest now. Without using your hands, try and squeeze the right thigh closer in towards your chest. And then bring your right foot towards your face. Try and turn your right knee out to the side. Then bring your knee into the center and take the foot out to the side. Good. Bring the foot in towards your face. Let the knee go out to the side. And the foot goes out to the side, the knee into the center. Good. So last time, draw the foot towards the face. And now, can you bring the left knee into the outer right ankle and start to squeeze the left thigh into your chest without using your hands? Hold it there and try and pulse the left thigh in towards your chest for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And then slide both hands around your left leg. We'll use the hands now to try and get a little bit deeper into this stretch. Okay, so right elbow is opening up the right hip or right knee. Got that nice slow, steady breathing. Release the left leg and then place your left foot onto the floor. And we're going to take now the right leg up to the sky. Flex your right foot And try and draw the leg towards the head without using your hands. Just use your hip flexors, use your core. Keep the leg straight and try and pulse the leg towards the head for 5, 4, nice little pulses, 3, 2, and 1. Good. Pointing your right toes. Lower the right leg all the way down onto the mat, keeping the legs straight. Good. And once the heel touches the floor, you can rebend the leg and bring the foot flat on the floor. All right, so now your right hand is on your right hip, keeping that safe. And then bring your left thigh into your chest without using your hands. And then we start to circle the left knee. So mindfully moving that left leg to feel the leg rotate within the hip. So if you can visualize that, the ball and socket joint. And if you feel any blockages, is there a different pathway you could take? Or maybe you could focus on the breathing a little bit more. Trying to relax any areas of tension that you find. Take the circle the other way. See if that feels any different or better, maybe worse. Good. Now, without using your hands, squeeze the left thigh into your chest. And then try and bring your left foot towards your face, your knee out to the side. This one might be a little bit more challenging. We'll take the left foot out to the side, the knee into the center. And again, foot towards your face, knee out to the side. So a few more times. See if you can go a little bit further each time. How does the leg move in the hip? And then last time, foot towards your face. Now try and hold it there. Try and draw the foot closer to your face. And then bring your right thigh into the outer left ankle. Use the right thigh to draw the knee into the chest. That's it. And hold it there. We're going to pulse the leg in for 5, 4. How much can you physically get there without using your arms? 2, and 1. And then we can slide the hands out around your right leg. And it's your left elbow pressing into that left knee that helps you to support the leg so that the hip is open. Can you press your tailbone down into the mat? Feeling the spine long. Releasing the hands, place your right foot onto the floor, and now lift the left leg up to the sky. So you want to flex your left foot, press your tailbone into the mat, and then try and draw the leg closer towards your head. Keeping the leg straight, try and pulse the leg towards your head for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Good. And then you can point the left toes and start to lower the leg all the way down onto the mat. Good. Once the heel touches the floor, extend your right leg out to meet it. Take your arms up and over your head. Now push into your upper body, into your heels, and try and lift your hips up. Yeah, so they might hover off the floor a centimeter, maybe a millimeter. And then lower the spine down, lower the hips down. Well done, guys. Let's bend the knees. And now bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. It's my favorite little stretch of the week. Big breath in. As you breathe out now, press your feet together and lift your hips up. Breathe in, lower your spine down. As you exhale, reach the arms to the feet, lift the head off the floor, shoulders off the floor, feel your core start to engage. And then inhale, lower all the way back down, arms up and over your head. Exhale, push your feet together, lift the hips up. And then lower the spine down, vertebra by vertebra. Good, hands towards the feet, lift the head off, shoulders off, core strong. Good. Inhale, lower back down, arms up and over your head. And then exhale, push through your feet and lift the hips up. So last time, lower the spine down as you breathe in. And as you exhale, hands to your feet, shoulders off the floor, head off the floor. Good. Can you bring your feet to your hands now? Catch hold of the outer edges of the feet and then lower the head, the chest down, the shoulders down. Can you squeeze your heels to your bum and maybe rock from side to side? Notice the space that you found in your hips, your backs, and the strength in your core. We'll make our way into happy baby, holding onto the outer edges of the feet. Yeah, so soles of the feet are to the sky. If this is too much for you, you're going to take your hands behind your thighs. But wherever you are, we're going to stay there for a few breaths. So you got those 5 counts to breathe in, holding the breath at the top. 5 counts to breathe out, holding your breath at the bottom. And as you continue to breathe, can you press your tailbone into the mat? Can you find little spaces to relax into? Maybe in your shoulder blades. Maybe in your hamstrings. Maybe you can find a little space in your hips. Take one more breath. So every moment there might be something changing. Sensation or stretch. And very carefully then we can let go of the feet and extend the legs all the way up to the sky, arms up and over your head. So just imagine now the river of fluid running the wrong way. It's running down the legs, boosting your circulation, giving your heart a little rest. Find that place where the heels are right above the hips. And if you're struggling, you can have your hands behind your thighs, you can have your legs slightly bent. But otherwise, just try and be here for a moment. Can you feel the tailbone in the mat? Can you feel the whole spine in the mat? Can you relax your jaw? Stay here for one more breath. You can then start to point and flex your feet, drawing little circles with the feet. And then shake the legs. Yeah, feel your quads, your calves. Give them a nice big shake. All right, if you need to bring the thighs into your chest for a moment, you can give them a little squeeze. But we're going to keep the legs up in the sky and just separate the legs a little bit. Imagine you've got a pencil on your big toes and you're drawing a circle with the big toes. Yeah. So the legs come towards each other, around into the circle, back to the center. So each leg goes on its own individual circle. Can you see how the leg moves within the hip this way? Can you feel the weight in the lower back? Maybe you feel the tingling in your feet as well. Take the circle the other way. Inner thighs are helping you here. Core is helping you here. Okay, so now glue the legs together and take both legs in the same circle. Gluing those legs together, and how does it feel on your lower back? And you can still do this with your knees bent. That's it. Take the circle the other way. It doesn't have to be big. Just a little circle. Good. And then bend the knees, heels to the bum. Rest your hands on the tops of the knees. And again, draw a circle with both knees. So those knees squeezing together. You can go a little bit bigger now so that you roll onto one side. Yeah? Try and keep those knees glued together as you go in this circle. That's it. Rolling onto the sides a little bit more. And then take the circle the other way. Again, can you roll onto your sides, just exploring the pressure on your back, the massage on your back. Well done. And then taking the knees in that individual circle, so they move away from each other, into the center, away from you, and around to the sides. Yeah, so find your own circle. Use their arms to guide the legs on this one. So our legs aren't doing too much work. Take the circle the other way. And how does that feel? Yeah. Have you managed to get rid of some blockages? Is this a smooth pathway now? Are you still breathing? Good. And then hug your knees into your chest one last time like this, wrapping your arms over the tops of the shins or hands behind the thighs, whatever feels good. And then we can roll onto the right hand side. Just take a moment here. You've been lying down on your back a long time. And then carefully make your way up to seated. Okay. All right. So we're going to bring the soles of the feet together, knees open. Have your hands by your hips. Inhale, lift yourself up tall. And then exhale, just start to float forwards. That's it. So trying to think about a happy tortoise. So you're poking your head out of your shoulders. And then exhaling, lowering the chest down. So those hips have had a nice long warm up. How does this shape feel now? Sometimes, especially at home, if you've got a block, it's handy to hold on to a block just to give you that weight. Yeah. Take a breath in and a breath out. Okay. Roll your way back up, and then we're going to stay in this shape, but just take your feet a little bit wider. A bit further away. Hands onto your shins. Tilt the pelvis forwards, lift your chest up, and then exhale. We're aiming for the forehead to get to the arches of the feet or towards that area. Yeah. And you can relax your face, relax your eyes. Breathe in for those 5 slow counts. Pausing for 2 or 3 counts. Exhaling 5 counts, maybe 4. Holding the breath out 2 or 3 counts. It's encouraging the body to relax in this shape. You can come in and out as you need. Make your way back up. Now coming up to seated. So just lift your knees up and we take the feet out in front now. So you can keep a bend in your knees, but hands by your hips. Inhale, lift yourself up tall. And then exhale, just fold over the legs. All right, see where you want to go with this. Again, think happy tortoise. Poking the head out the shoulders. Lengthening through the spine. Knees bent is fine. Inhale. And exhale. Just listening to your body. If you find it's easier with your feet slightly further apart, gives you a little bit more room. Yeah, that assists some of you that are a bit more flexible or just need a bit more space. Good, and then carefully start to come all the way back up. Well done. Take your legs a little bit wider now, so maybe feet are just off the mat. You can even go a little bit wider if you wanted to. But push through your fingertips. Lift yourself up tall. If you want to be sat on a pillow or a block at home, go for it. We're going to walk yourself forwards. Forearms to the floor there. That's it. Yeah, knees bent is fine. Sitting on a block or pillow is fine. Definitely happy tortoise. And just letting the breath help you to sink a little bit deeper. Being happy where you're at. Using the heat in your body to relax the muscles. And here in the pod, we've got the heat of the pod. Draw those toes upwards. Feel the inner thighs drawing forwards. Got one more breath. Very carefully start to come back up. Well done, guys. Good. Bringing the knees together. So we'll take the hands behind, and the feet can go as wide as the mat. Knees open, and we're just inner and outer rotate the legs now. So those hips should feel pretty good. All right. So now bring your feet together. Walk your feet away a bit so you got a bit more space, and we're going to cross the right ankle over the top of the left thigh. If you want to turn your fingers away, support you a little bit. You can rock from side to side. If you want a little bit more, then you bring your heel closer to your bum. If you're already feeling the stretch in the hip, that's enough. You might bring that heel all the way to the bum and walk your hands closer to you. Maybe you can still sway. That's it, just listen. Do what feels good. So now we can extend the left leg so it goes flat onto the floor, but catch hold of your right leg. Yeah, so you got your left hand around your right foot and right hand around the right leg. From here, try and bring the leg a little bit closer towards your head. Remember this action that we did earlier? So the foot comes towards your face, that knee goes out to the side. You might be able to put your left arm into the foot into the crook of your left arm. You might be able to take the right arm on the outside there. That's it. You're there. And sway from side to side. Here is totally fine. That's it. Good. Try and lift your chest up. Push through your heel wherever you are. And then a little cheeky stretch, and take your right hand around your right ankle, left hand over the top of your right foot. Bring your right arm inside your right leg. This is enough. Yeah. You might want to move the hand over and extend the leg over towards the right side, just for a big full-on stretch, but it might be too much. That's it, Leah. Good. Twist the chest. Doesn't matter where you're at. Just see where you can get to. And then release. Well done. Extending that right leg all the way out. Shake out whatever you need. Okay, and we take the hands back again, bending the knees. Have the legs quite far away from you to begin with, and we cross the left ankle over the right thigh. We've been working on this shape throughout the class, so shouldn't be too unfamiliar. You might want to bring the heel closer to your bum. Just do it sneakily so your body doesn't notice. Walk the hands closer, maybe hips closer, and you've got to stay at where you feel good. That's it. Good. Lovely. And then you can start to extend your right leg so it goes flat. And we catch hold of your left foot with your right hand. And your knee with your right hand. You can sway from side to side. So this is a lovely way just to get into that hip. If you want to go a step further, then you're going to take your foot into the crease of the right elbow. And then take the arm around the outer left leg and try and lift your chest up. Try and lift up super tall, sway from side to side. This is enough. Yeah, foot on the knee is enough. Sway, sway, sway. Maybe you take your left arm inside that left leg, catching hold of this left foot. Maybe have a little look underneath your right arm as you straighten the leg. That's it, nice. Get to where you can get to. That's it. Have a look under your arm. That's it, yes. And then release. Extend the leg out. Good, guys. Give the legs a lovely little shake. Hopefully that feels good. Reach your arms forwards, lift your chest up, and then exhale. Slowly start to lower down onto your back. We're going to press the hands flat onto the floor, lift the legs up and over your head. Come into a plow pose or hug your knees into your chest. This plow pose can feel a little bit restrictive, sometimes even claustrophobic, so you don't have to go there. Just knees into chest is fine, or happy baby. Yep. If you are in plow pose, use your hands to support your back. That's it. Nice, and just let the knees fall by your ears. Feel the stretch through your spine. Yeah. If you're not happy in plow pose, come down into happy baby, holding on to the outer edges of the feet or backs of the thighs, up to you. And then press the hands onto the mat, so wherever you are, and very slowly start to lower your spine down. Try and use the core that you have found to lower yourself down. That's it, Lynn, nice and slow. Good, and you'll take your legs all the way out to the corners of the mat, the arms down by your side, palms faced up. Unless there's any last little fidgets that you would like to do, or last few stretches. But Shavasana is the next place to go when you get there. So let your eyes close and let your face relax. Remember all the way at the beginning of the class, how did your body feel when you first walked in? How was your mind? Did you manage to get a little break? Yeah. If not big chunks of time, maybe a few moments here and there of quiet, of stillness. All together, let's take a big breath in through the nose. We'll exhale through the nose. Inhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hold the breath out for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Inhale for 5. Hold the breath for 5. Exhale for 5. Hold the breath out for 5. Keep the counts going until you don't need them anymore. Until the breath glides in and out without your awareness, without your consciousness. Hopefully thoughts will get quieter. You can take this moment to truly let go. I'll go quiet for a moment, but I'm still here. Just guarding you while you rest. Start to breathe a little bit deeper. Gradually bringing your awareness back to your breathing. And eventually moving your toes and moving your fingers. So breath in as you reach your arms up and over your head, doing that lovely full body stretch. Roll over to the right hand side into a fetal shape. So keeping your eyes closed, come up to seated to face the front. There's no rush. Palms together, thumbs into your chest bone. So what are you grateful for today? Take a breath in through the nose and exhale through the nose. Thank you so much for joining me today. Namaste. Have a beautiful rest of the day.